Improv is the best form of self-expression I think is in existence. For me, anyway, definitely. Better than words. Etc, etc, etc. It was Slash playing guitar that actually was the first thing where I decided, I should become a musician. I was about 7. I wanted to learn guitar, but there were no local guitar teachers. And what my parents did was they sent me to a music school down the road, a weekend music school. But they didn't have any spaces for anything other than, I believe, saxophone and violin. And I said, well, I'm not going to play violin because that's like, it just wasn't for me. And so I chose saxophone by elimination. I started to really get into the improvisation stuff at about 13, 14 or somewhere around there. And by the time I was 18, I thought to myself, I gambled on jazz, basically. When I say gambled on it, I went to university to study jazz at that point, so that was the gamble. I could have maybe done classical or jazz at that stage. Probably the first music that had a great deal of improvisation in that I got interested in was actually Jimi Hendrix. But jazz is unique for having so much improv in, and that was a big appeal to me. You can, relay to your audience, and it's like you're saying to them, this is how I felt, how I have felt, or how I feel. Have you ever felt like this, perhaps? I think most people find jazz a little bit peculiar. And large spells of improvisation in a piece of music, they find those kind of things a little bit odd, because they're just not used to it. It's not what they grew up listening to, it's not what's on the radio. My best advice would be if you just let it wash over you and just enjoy it and realise that there's no secret intellectual thing that you have to know in order to appreciate it. If we live in a world where a jazz duo of drums and saxophone playing 95% free improvised music can win a MOBO award, I would say anything's possible then, man. The sky's the limit, you know what I mean?